Have you ever wondered how a simple neighborhood party in New York City completely took over the world and ended up on your playlist right now? Well, today we are digging into the incredible origin story of hip hop. Let's get right into it. So think about it for a second. Your favorite rapper, a viral dance challenge you just saw on TikTok, a DJ playing for thousands of people at a festival. What is the one thing that connects all of them? The answer? Well, it's pretty amazing, and it all traces back to the same place at the same time. Let's figure it out. All right, so to get this story, we gotta go back, way back. Our story starts, believe it or not, right on the streets. We're gonna see how this whole incredible movement was born. Okay, I want you to picture this. You're in the South Bronx, New York, and it's the 1970s. Things were pretty tough. For the teenagers growing up there really wasn't much to do. So, what did they do? They did what creative people always do. They just invented their own fun. Right there on the streets. And that invention was the block party. I mean, think of it like the original pop-up event or a flash mob. DJs would literally jack into the power from a street lamp, hook up their sound system, and boom, a normal city street just turned into an epic dance floor. It was totally free, it was for everybody, and it became the very first stage for hip-hop. Now, right at the center of every single one of these parties was the music. And that leads us to the first, and you could argue the most important, pillar of hip-hop. The beat makers, the architects of the sound. You know who I'm talking about, the DJs. And you really gotta get this. The DJ was the absolute heart of the party. They weren't just standing there pressing play. No way. They were more like a master conductor, you know? They were reading the crowd, controlling the whole vibe, and they knew exactly what beat to drop to make everyone just go wild. And this is where the real magic happened. So a total legend, a DJ named Kool Herc, he noticed something. The dancers went the most crazy during the part of a song that was just the drum solo. They called it the break. So he had this genius idea. He got 2 turntables, 2 copies of the same record, and he would just loop that break over and over again, creating this non-stop perfect beat for dancing. It's kind of like finding the best part of a video game level and just playing it on repeat because it's the most exciting part. Okay, so the DJ is laying down these killer beats, but someone's got to be on the mic getting the crowd hyped up, right? Well, it's time to meet the voice of the party, the master of ceremonies, or as we know him, the MC. So at first, the DJ and the MC were like this perfect team. The DJ was the beat maker, the one creating the music, and the MC, they were the hype person. They'd shout out their friends, make announcements, and just keep the energy way up while the DJ was busy working the turntables. But then, the MCs started getting way more creative. Instead of just talking, they started making their announcements rhyme, right on top of the DJ's beat. And this rhythmic speaking just got more and more complex. It turned into stories, jokes, boasts. They basically leveled up their speech skill into a whole new art form. And just like that, rapping was born. So we've got the sound from the DJ and the voice from the MC. But hip-hop wasn't just something you heard. No, it was something you saw. It was everywhere. So let's check out the visual side of the culture, the art and the dance. First up, you had graffiti. Artists used spray cans to turn these boring city walls and subway trains into incredible, colorful masterpieces. It was all about being seen, about making your mark. To get noticed, you needed a unique tag, which is exactly like your gamer tag or your @handle on social media. It was your signature, telling the whole world, I was here and this is my art. And while the graffiti artists were painting the city, people were moving to that beat. This was b-boying, or as you probably know it, breakdancing. Dancers, they were called b-boys and b-girls, would hit the floor during those DJ breaks and pull off these unbelievable, athletic, acrobatic moves. And they'd compete in battles, not actual fights, but dance-offs to prove who had the best skills. It was literally like a 1v1 match in a video game, where you're just using your best combos to win. So let's get this straight. You've got this massive explosion of creativity. DJs, MCs, graffiti artists, dancers, all happening in just a few neighborhoods in New York. But how did it get from there to your phone? Let's break it down. For a long time, hip-hop was this thing you just had to be there to experience. It was live. But in the late 1970s, everything changed. The first rap songs were actually recorded and put on vinyl. And suddenly, anyone, anywhere, could hear this brand new sound. And from that moment on, it was just unstoppable. So if we bring it all together,
These are what people call the four main pillars of hip hop culture. You've got DJing, which is the music. You've got MCing, the voice. Graffiti, the art. And breakdancing, the movement. Now, of course, other things like fashion and beatboxing became a huge part of it too. But these four, these are the OG foundation.
You know, if there's one single thing you should take away from all this, it's this. Hip-hop proves that you can build something powerful, something that literally changes the entire world, just from community, creativity, and, well, not a whole lot else. And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. This entire global culture was started by teenagers. Teenagers with a couple of turntables, some spray cans, and their own voices. That's it. So now think about the tools you have right in front of you. Your phone, your laptop, your voice. The real question is, what can you create right now?